Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome. It's my cherished honor to welcome you all to the city of Mason on this most fortunate occasion. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our newly elected representatives will take their oaths, and the new council cycle begins. We are joined by many elected officials in the audience tonight. Could we take a moment to recognize you? Would you stand and be recognized? And let's thank them for their service. Thank you for joining us. And now that we know they're here, we need to take a roll call to find out who's here up here. Sorry. Actually, we're going to wait on the roll call. My apologies. We're going to start with a prayer. Pastor Tim Seneff is here from Crossroads. Thank you for joining us, Pastor Tim. And following that, we will have the posting of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mayor Grossman.
Let's stand.
Let's all stand for prayer. Good to be with you all. Let's pray. Merciful God, I say thank you for so many things this evening. I am so grateful for the country you live in. We know that you have blessed us in so many ways, and I read in the Bible that it says, to whom much is given, much is required. And so we recognize that, and I think particularly about where we live here in the city of Mason. Thank you for all of the blessings that you have showered on us in this city, and we want to use those blessings to help people, to care for the less fortunate. And so I thank you, God, particularly for those who serve this city. Thank you for the mayor and city council and elected officials. Thank you for the staff. I thank you for police and fire, for our teachers and those in the schools and our school board. I thank you, God, for these public servants who are doing their best to help govern this city. And so I pray, God, that you'd be a key part of every word that is said here tonight, and that we would honor you as a city. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Thank you. You may be seated.
He thought he was in church, right?
Yeah.
The flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I have a few comments before we take our oaths of office. Again, welcome. It's such a delight to see you all here. I wanted to mention that in the past 2 years, we have accomplished so much as a city. Even through the hardships of the pandemic, which began shortly after this last council reorganized, the city of Mason has prospered and remains one of the top-ranked places to live in the nation. Exciting new park amenities that help make Mason the best place to work, play, and raise a family have been completed, like our incredible Common Ground Playground at McKeno Park, Our new Mason Aquatic Center was opened last summer, and the city's first 50-meter competition pool is almost complete. We have a gorgeous new fenced-in park at Pine Hill. Along with multiple other park improvements, we have even embarked on the journey to create a dog park for our furry residents and visitors to bring their humans. We unanimously passed legislation just this week for over $3 million in our first round of golf course improvements. Mason's rich character, patriotism, and regard for our veterans has been another highlight as we are now recognized as a Purple Heart City. Mason's economy remains strong as well. We maintained our top Moody's AAA bond rating. And just 1 year ago, we read a resolution to Santa, and in the same night, we had an incredible burn the mortgage ceremony because we paid the debt off to this beautiful building early. Following the completion of our new full interchange at I-71 in 2019, significant roadway projects and low taxation have paved the way for more job growth and retention. In just 2 short years, over 4,000 new jobs and over $600 million in capital investments have been committed in the city, which include prestigious global research and manufacturing companies and our new Mercy Hospital location and the iconic Dorothy Lane Market. Mason led the way with innovative new economic development programs that provided over $2 million in local relief for small businesses and our residents during the pandemic, and which can be recapitulated for small business growth and retention efforts. To all of our businesses, employees, residents, and visitors, and all of you here today who have chosen Mason, we say, welcome home. I have a deep appreciation for our city manager, Eric Hansen, and the professionalism and dedication of all of Mason's department heads and employees. They are the ones that make Mason a wonderful city, which continues to be more than any of us could have ever imagined. Mason's staff is the real secret to our success, not those of us who for a brief time serve on council or as mayor and vice mayor. We're just temporary stewards of a city that has been made great, largely by those that went before us, and in particular by those that work here at our city. Mason's dedicated managers and employees will be here after this new council, and every council are distant memories. They make council's work easy. They do the real work. We thank you for your support and continued dedication to Mason. I'll always remember your service with gratitude and the kindness many of you showed to me as mayor, and most of all to the public and to my colleagues who supported me. I thank you for entrusting me with this great honor and responsibility. And now, once again, it's time to say, welcome home to our new council members-elect. May God bless you on your new adventure as public servants. And at this time, the oath of office will be administered to our 4 council members-elect, Mr. Ashley Chance, Mark Hackey, Diana Nelson, and Barbara Spaeth. And so let's begin with Mr. Chance. And you can introduce your guests.
Yes, I'd like to invite up Warren County Sheriff Larry Sims to do my oath. Larry and I, over the years, become very good friends. He's a man I respect with about as much as I can respect someone. Thank you for your service. Is that right? Did that sound a little goofy? I tried. This is from the heart. But no, in sincerity, we've had the opportunity to sit down and discuss things, obviously in the political world, but also on a friend level. And I just want to appreciate your guidance, your wisdom. What you have given me has helped me up here and in life, and so I'm honored to have you do my oath tonight.
I have your license number, you know that, right? Yeah.
That's how we put that to bed.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Ashley Chance,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio,
the Charter and the ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio,
and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
perform the duties of this office
perform the duties of this office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God. Thank you, sir.
Trying to get.
Are we doing family now, or are we waiting? Do them all first? Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to introduce my family up. I've got my lovely bride, Beth, and I have my kiddos, Samantha, Austin, and Avery. 12, 10, and 7, which they might look a little older because I got home and they had, I think they call it Mary Kay or something on their faces, but they look, so, but, you know, and just in all seriousness, these guys, they put up with a lot of sacrifice. Sometimes Dad's not home in the evenings, but they're my rock, and I come home and I know it's always going to be solid. So, thank you. You want to say anything?
Nope.
Oh. No. Let's go right here. Where are you going? You gotta get your.
I feel like the last time your family came up, or the first time your family came up, you had a baby on your hip. So they've really grown. Really beautiful children. All right, Mr. Mark Hackey, you are next. He needs a microphone. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Okay. Tell us who is here today with you and introduce your guest.
Thank you. I have Judge Tim Teep from Warren County Common Pleas Court. Got to know Judge Teep through the Veterans Court program. I was incredibly impressed with all of the work that they do for the veterans, and it just made sense to have you come up and do this. So thank you for being here. And I am a mentor in his court. I don't. Anyway.
Mark, would you raise your right hand, please? I, Mark Hackey, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio, the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio, and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially perform the duties of the office to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Thanks. I guess I better get used to this, huh? I would like to have my family come up. Amanda, Pat. So this is my wife, Nicole, my daughter, Amy, my daughter, Amanda, and her husband, Pat. Like Ashley said, definitely my rock. This has been an interesting few months getting to this point. They've sacrificed a lot, so I appreciate it.
Councilmember Hackey has taken his seat. And now, please welcome Diana Nelson and her guests for her oath of office. Thank you.
Thank you. I, feel very honored to have Judge Peeler swear me in today. I met him 6 years ago when I was appointed, and he has been a great mentor to me in the last 6 years, and he's become a very important person in my life. So I feel very honored to have you swear me in.
Raise your right hand, please. I
I, Diana Nelson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason,
Ohio, and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
perform the duties of the office
perform the duties of the office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
So I'd like to invite my family up. I'd like my daughters to come up, Victoria, Alexa, and Bella. And then I'm going to have my fiance, Kent, come up, and Tori's fiance, Bradley. And I want to say hi to my mom and dad who are watching from Wisconsin.
I think we're out of the range. Are we out of the way? Yeah, I don't.
A little bit more. Okay. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3. Good. Hold that for me. Here's 1, 2, 3. And one more.
And last but certainly not least, we have Barbara Spaeth. Please join us.
You would think this would be kind of old hat for me, but I've been nervous wreck all day. I asked Judge Teep to swear me in. I first met him when you ran, I think, the first time when we were at a fundraiser. And I've gotten to be good friends with Renee, his wife, and with Judge, and I just appreciate you so much. And I really appreciate the Warren County Veterans Court and what you're doing for the veterans. So I'd like to ask you to come up, and I'm also going to ask my husband, John, I'm getting emotional, please come up and stand beside me.
Raise your right hand, please. I, Barbara Spaeth, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio, the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio, and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially perform the duties of the office to the best of my ability. So help me God.
So help me God. so much. Thank you. Okay, now I want to ask all of our kids and grandkids to come up, and I do want to get a picture with the extended family afterwards, so don't you all run out. Please. Okay, so I'm just going to name you. Okay, this is my daughter-in-law, Amber, my grandson, Colston, and he brought me some beautiful flowers today. And here's my daughter, Tori, my grandson, Caleb, my granddaughter, Chloe, oh my gosh, Chloe, my grandson, Owen, and we've got Chris over here, my son-in-law, Parm, my daughter, Rebecca, daughter, Dan, daughter, Brittany, and then... Daughter, Dan. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. Son, Dan. Okay, sorry, I'm so nervous. And grandson Kobe. Did I name everybody? I think so. Oh gosh. I think so. Huh? Oh, and I'm sorry, my son-in-law Sean is not able to be here. He's trying to open a restaurant in Georgia.
Now that all of the council members are seated, it's time to call the roll.
Councilmember Nelson,
Here.
Councilmember Chance,
Here.
Councilmember Bradburn,
Present.
Councilmember Hackey,
Here.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Here.
Councilmember Stricula,
Here.
Mayor Grossman.
Here. Item 7 on our agenda, we have come to the time to make nominations for the election of mayor.
Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to first say welcome back, Barb. We missed you. You served 8 great years. You're an impressive woman. You've done wonderful things for our city the 8 years that you were here. And we're just so happy to have you back in office and back to be a great role model for our city and help do some great things. So I would like to nominate Barbara Spaeth, please.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations for the office of mayor? I'd like a motion to close the nominations, please.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Yes.
Any opposed? All right, let's call the roll, please.
Councilmember Chance,
Yes.
Councilmember Bradburn,
Yes.
Councilmember Hackey,
Yes.
Councilmember Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Stricula,
Yes.
Mayor Grossman,
Yes.
Councilmember Nelson.
Yes.
Mayor, it's time for your oath of office.
Would you raise your right hand, please? I, Barbara Spaeth,
I, Barbara Spade,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I shall support the Constitution of the United States
shall support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the laws and ordinances of the City of Mason.
and the laws and ordinances of the City of Mason.
And I shall faithfully, honestly, and impartially
I shall faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties of mayor
discharge the duties of mayor
for the City of Mason, Ohio,
for the City of Ohio,
to which I have been elected
to which I have been elected
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Mayor Spaeth, it's time to take your seat.
Thank you all very much. Okay, so now it's time to make a motion to nominate a vice mayor for the City of Mason. Do we have any nominations?
Sure, I would love to make a nomination. I sit up here and, I had the opportunity to talk about my family. Well, someone else up here with me. It's pretty much became my family. I have a sister I've never had. And so she sits up here and, as I mentioned, I come home to my family and it's always solid. And I know when I show up here to serve with Diana Nelson, it's always solid. We don't always see eye to eye, we don't always agree with each other. That's just kind of what siblings do sometimes, but there's always civility and there's always respect and love, to be honest with you. And it's been my pleasure to get to know you, to serve with you, and it's my even bigger honor and pleasure to nominate you as vice mayor.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Okay, and I believe we had a second.
Yes, I second
Okay.
it.
I would like to have a motion to close out the nominations.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. I guess we would call the roll.
Councilmember Bradburn,
Yes?
Councilmember Hackey,
Yes.
Councilmember Grossman,
Yes.
Councilmember Stricula,
Yes.
Mayor Spaeth,
Yes.
Councilmember Nelson,
Yes.
Councilmember Chance.
Yes.
All right.
I
I, Diana Nelson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution and laws of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Mason, Ohio,
and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and to faithfully, honestly, and impartially
perform the duties of the office of Vice Mayor
perform the duties of the office of Vice Mayor
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you all very much. I have a few things that I want to say, and then I'm going to ask all the council members to see if anyone else would like to make any comments. I did want to thank my husband just over and over and over again. I mean, he, like Ashley referred to, John is the rock here for me. And I really wouldn't be sitting up here if it was not for him. It was a very difficult decision for, and I'm going to say us to run because that's what it is. And I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. And I appreciate all of our kids and our extended family that supported us tremendously. And I wanted to thank all the volunteers that supported my campaign and all my friends who gave me the strength to do it again. I want to thank Judge Teep and Judge Peeler and also the sheriff for being here this evening to swear us all in. I think that's wonderful that you all were able to be here. But most of all, I want to say thank you to you, the voters. I am so honored to be returning for my third term. Believe me, when my term ended in 2019, I had not planned to jump into the race again. John and I talked about it many times, and it took a lot of thought and prayer to commit to running. And I sit here feeling very humble being elected again and having the confidence of the community to serve on Mason City Council. This is not a responsibility that I take lightly. I know you're expecting this council to move forward and show the world once again that Mason is the best place to live, work, and play. I think Mason may have made history on November 2nd, and I hope I have this correct number, but I tried to look it up on the Board of Elections, but there were 7,663 voters who made their voices heard in an election that generally would have had a light turnout of voters because this is an off-election year. During my first two campaigns, I never saw the community so engaged and vocal about what they wanted to happen in our city. I had people contacting me whom I've never met before, expressing their support for me, as well as for Diana, Ashley, and Mark. None of us took the outcome for granted, and we all worked really hard right up to election day. With this election come great expectations from our community. I promise to work hard to do what I feel is right for Mason. I've always said I'm a public servant and not a politician. And I will be honest, respectful, and represent our community with integrity. Something else I want to mention because I think this is pretty remarkable as well. When I was first elected to council in 2011, I was only the 5th woman that was elected to Mason City Council in 42 years since Mason became a city and adopted its charter in 1969. Since I was first elected, we have had 2 more women elected, and even at one time we had a majority of 4 on this council, serving after Council Member Nelson was appointed in January 2016. Today, Mason City Council has made history again by choosing both a female mayor and a vice mayor for the first time ever. I think we've come a long way in 52 years. I hope in the future we will continue to be more diverse and represent all the citizens of Mason as it should be in a local nonpartisan race. When I served as vice mayor for 4 years, under the leadership of Mayor Victor Kidd, I watched Victor serve with grace, respect, honesty, and integrity. If I can be half the leader he was, I will feel grateful and hopefully make Mason feel proud of our community. We have a lot of work to do in the next couple years, so please be patient with this newly elected council as we figure out our way and come together to work with the community. And I just want to mention, because I think this is part of who our community is. This Friday, we have Christmas in Mason with the lighting of the Christmas tree at 6:30. So I hope you and your family can come out and try to enjoy some of the activities. And I encourage you to check out the city website and the Christmas in Mason calendar that they have there at the front of the room. It shows all of the activities that are happening throughout the month of December, and this is just one of the things that Mason does for our community. So I hope everyone has a happy holiday season, and I'm very excited, and we will get started with our work. I believe it's December 13th, right, is our first regularly scheduled meeting. So thank you all very much. I'm going to ask if anybody else on council would like to make some comments.
Mayor? Oh, go ahead.
Sure. I'll keep mine brief. I'd just like to welcome Mark and Barb you back. I mean, to echo the words of Diana, it's exciting. I think, the citizens, thank you guys so much too for showing up and voting in record numbers. It was extremely humbling. We sat there and watched those things come in that night, and it was pretty wild. But again, I'd like to thank my family. Thanks for the support. My in-laws are here tonight. TT and Ted, thank you guys so much for being just always my family, right? So thank you guys for all of your support. But there's also, I'd be extremely remiss if I didn't mention some of the men in this room that have pretty much molded me, because we're a transplant. My father's a retired colonel in the Air Force, so we kind of moved around. So when we moved to Mason, we didn't have family. So what happens is your friends become family. And so I'd be extremely remiss. I see Victor Kidd. He's been, I don't even know how to describe him. He's kind of like my best friend, mentor, just crazy wisdom. And thank you for everything you've done. Kevin Wise, he's my coffee guy. He'll sit down, we sit down, and we talk about everything underneath the sun. And I just want to thank you for your guidance and everything in your friendship. Dan Kiley, standing up back there. Dan, thank you for again, just being there for me and a sounding board. Both the judges, you guys, thank you for all your work that you do in the county, and thank you for your leadership. Sheriff Sims, thanks again. You are, again, I can echo those words again, but you're more than a sheriff to me. You're a good friend. And my best friend since fourth grade's here tonight too. So Robert Hill, thank you for being here, and you guys mean the world to me, man. So thank you for that. So that's it. So thank you again. Welcome. I don't know why I get emotional when I sit up here, but it happens. And but welcome back. And Mark, we're ecstatic to have you guys. Thanks.
Is there anybody else that would like to say something?
Mayor?
Yes.
I just want to say thank you to the public. I'm so humbled and so honored to be sitting up here representing you. I've always known that I worked for you. It's not about what I want, it's about what my community wants. And I feel strongly about that, and I've always advocated for that. I am just so humbled by the amount of people that I don't even know who came up to me during this election with their support, and the things that they have done for us is just unbelievable. Like the mayor said, we just had record turnout voting this last year. In fact, we hit another record with breaking 4,000 and 5,000 votes, which has never been done before in Mason. So it's just amazing. And I won't disappoint you, and I appreciate your faith in me, and I'm going to work really hard for the next 4 years to represent my city and to represent you. I'm honored to be working alongside every one of you up here. I'm so happy, Mark, that you have jumped into the ring. You have been so active in the city of Mason, so it just seems so natural for you to come on board and help us make great decisions. And thank you, Kathy, for serving us for the last 2 years. We appreciate that. I'm just happy to be up here with everyone again, and I'm super happy that Barb is the mayor. But I just saying, she was vice mayor for 8 years, I believe, 4 years. So I'm just happy that she gets the chance to represent us. But I also really want to thank my family too, because I work a lot. I have a day job, and I do a lot of things with the city of Mason behind the scenes, and so I'm gone a lot. And I want to just say thank you to my girls for the last 6 years of sticking by me. So, thank you. See, my kids make me cry, And then I want to say thank you to my fiance, who's had to deal with this last election, which they're never easy. And he was a great support for me. So I appreciate that. So I don't want to get mushy up here. I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I'm really looking forward to serving for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Mayor, real quick, I knew I would do this, but my other best friend, Lee Overly's back there. And she's been, like, because everybody knows, my wife knows, I'm not the most organized person. So when you run these campaigns, it was like I picked the best person to help me with that. And so thank you, Lee. I didn't forget about you. I just wanted you to be special and mention you by yourself.
Okay, would anyone else like to make any
Mayor?
comments? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to try and not get emotional too. It's kind of difficult. A lot of people supported me through this. It's been an interesting ride, to say the least. You know, I first and foremost, obviously, have to thank my family. They've definitely sacrificed. We went on vacation, and I think I probably spent half my vacation on my phone texting and talking, and most of that was with Ashley. So, yeah, I guess that's my council wife now.
Mushy, now it's getting weird, Mark. I mean, you went from mushy to weird.
Hey, anyway, I want to send out a huge thank you to everyone in the community. We've had so much support for this. It was a lot of work, and not just us. You know, so many people got involved. So many people helped us. I can't even come close to telling everybody thank you. So here it is. Thank you to Ashley, Barb, and Diana. Best running mates I could have ever asked for my first time doing this. Thank you. Normally this is an individual race, but you know, we work together very closely and very hard to make this happen, so thank you. Josh, Kathy, and Tony, I'm looking forward to getting to work with you guys. This is, you know, we're a team of 7 up here, and that's how I would hope we can continue to make things happen as a team. You know, we're going to disagree on things. That's life. That's normal. But I think as long as we have respectful dialogue and work together, we will do what's best for our city. So I'm looking forward to that. And lastly, thank you, Judge Teep, Judge Peeler, Sheriff Sims. You know, you guys are pillars of the community. You do so much good for our community. I have nothing but absolute respect for the work you do. So thank you. And everybody else, thank you. Looking forward to getting to work.
Okay, would anyone else like to make a comment? Okay, and I would be remiss if I didn't also congratulate Mark, Diana, and Ashley. You guys are awesome, and I enjoyed last few months with you, but that's all I'll say. But I'm also very excited about our team of 7. I am very excited to be working with you again, Kathy and Josh. I don't think we've gotten a chance, right? Because you were elected after I left last time, right? Yep, okay. And Tony, I haven't had a chance to work with you. So I am very excited about our team of 7 here, and I know that we are going to just do awesome, great things for this city. So I think, was there something that you wanted to say, or?
I ask a lot of tough things from council and audience. This is probably the toughest every 2 years. I'm begging you, as soon as we adjourn, we'd like the audience to stay seated. I know you're going to want to up and congratulate your family and friends, but we really want this time to get a group photo of the new council. So if the audience could stay seated, ask council members to avoid going out into the audience. Please come up to the front there so we can get some photos. After that, yeah, do what you like. Council members that would like to pose for additional photos up here, welcome to do that. Thank you. Please stay seated.
Do you want us to adjourn before we start those pictures?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Once council adjourns,
Okay.
just
Okay.
adjourn and then stay.
And if I may, I want to also ask before all the council members come up, I really would like to get a picture of me and Councilmember Nelson together. And then we'll have all the rest of the council join us, if that's okay. Okay, so I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Yes.
Okay, we're done. Thank you all so much for coming tonight.